I'm ready, yeah. Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Amy Flannery. I'm the Director of Curriculum, and I'd like to welcome you to the Wilson School District Spelling Bee. Today we have 12 students total. We had 6 from West earlier, and we have 6 from Southern now. And they're going to be competing for the honor as best spellers in the Wilson School District. The finalists from each middle school will move on and compete in Berks County Championships, which is on March 12th. We want you to know that all the students here today are already winners. Each has won a competition at their individual grade level. And we would like to salute these students for their hard work so far. I'm going to introduce the Southern contestants today. Starting from my left and going down the row, we have Mason Lewis in 8th grade. We have Javen Laura Rivera in 8th grade. We have Servat Agrawal from 7th grade. We have Sharanya Guerra from 7th grade. We have Antonio Dietrich Torres from 6th grade, and Kylie Evans from 6th grade. I wish you guys the best of luck. I'd like to, yes. Now I would like to introduce you to the judges and the other panel members that are here today. I'll also go over the rules and procedures. So the judges today are Dr. Veronica Andes, who's the supervisor of language arts, and myself. The pronouncer is Dr. Fadley, who is our superintendent. The sponsor of the Berks County Spelling Bee is the Reading Eagle Company, and their representative today is the newspaper education coordinator, Miss Dana Hoffman. And the Wilson Spelling Bee coordinator, who I will again say best spelling coordinator ever, is Mrs. Elizabeth Vogt at the end. Now we'll go over the rules. When it's your turn, you're going to approach the microphone. Make sure that you pronounce, spell, and pronounce the word. You can go back and retrace, but you can't change letters once you've said them. For clarification, you can ask to have a word repeated. You can ask to have it used in a sentence, or defined, or have the language of origin given to you. If you disagree with a judge's decision, if you think the word was spelled correctly and we think it's incorrect, you must protest immediately before you go back to your seat. If you've missed the word, you're going to be asked to return to your seat and also remove your name tag. We're going to spell down in this fashion until we have one finalist completing the round. And the finalists from Southern and West will then advance to the Berks County Spelling Bee on March 12th at the Miller Center of the Arts in the Reading Area Community College. We're going to start with a practice round so you all can practice the pattern here. And again, we wish you the best of luck, and I'll turn the proceedings over to Dr. Fadley.
Good morning. We're going to start with the practice round. Please feel free when you get up to the microphone to adjust it to the appropriate heights. It looks like we have some quite tall individuals and some that aren't quite as tall as others. So I will say the word. I will use the word in a sentence, and then I will say the word again. And then it's your cue to spell the word, say the word, spell the word, and repeat the word. So we're going to get started with Mason, and we'll go right down the line. So Mason, please come forward. Your word is eat.
Eat.
Hold on. Zora was told to eat her peas or she wouldn't get dessert. Eat.
Eat. E-A-T. Eat.
Correct. Your word is take. Stevie was glad she remembered to take her project with her to school.
Take. Take. T-A-K-E. Take.
Correct. Your word is into. Jacob ran into the house to get out of the rain. Into.
Into. I-N-T-O. Into.
Correct. Your word is hunt. Because his mom is hard to shop for, Gordy begins to hunt for her birthday present months in advance. Hunt.
Hunt. H-U-N-T, hunt.
Correct. Your word is shed. Marguerite decided to get a poodle when she was told that they do not shed. Shed.
Shed. S-H-E-D, shed.
Correct. Your word is ring. Nikita's engagement ring has a large emerald in the center. Ring.
Ring. R-I-N-G. Ring.
Correct. Okay, we will now begin with round one. Mason, please come forward. Your word is vegetation. For her research project, Ariana made a diorama depicting vegetation in a rainforest biome. Vegetation.
Vegetation. V-E-G-E-T-A-T-I-O-N. Vegetation.
Correct. Your word is defensiveness. Brady detected defensiveness in Jill's tone of voice and wondered what was upsetting her. Defensiveness.
Defensiveness. D-E-F-E-N-S-I-V-E-N-E-S-S. Defensiveness.
Correct. Your word is cyclops. Kelly searched online for a mask that looked like a cyclops, but she ended up making her entire Halloween costume herself. Cyclops.
Cyclops. C-Y-C-L-O-P-S. Cyclops.
Correct. Your word is segregation. In the United States, legal segregation of schools ended in 1954. Segregation.
Segregation. S-E-G-R-E-G-A-T-I-O-N. Segregation.
Correct. Your word is Chesapeake. Ruby, a wildlife enthusiast, visited Great Dismal Swamp National Wildlife Refuge while on vacation in Chesapeake. Chesapeake.
Would we have to capitalize the first letter? Okay. Capital C and then regular H-E-S-A-P-E-A-K-E. Chesapeake.
Correct. Your word is grandiose. Cleo didn't want to listen to all of Nicolette's grandiose ideas for the party. Grandiose.
Grandiose. G-R-A-N-D-I-O-S-E.
Correct. We will now begin round two. Your word is dexterity. Larry's dexterity made him a natural at performing magic tricks. Dexterity.
Dexterity. D-E-X-T-E-R-I-T-Y. Dexterity.
Correct. Your word is exasperation. The exasperation was clear on the mother's face as she watched her children playing in the mud puddle. Exasperation.
Exasperation. E-X-A-S-S-P-E-R-A-T-I-O-N. Exasperation.
Incorrect. Your word is conspiracy. The commissioner charged that the entire industry was in conspiracy to prevent competition. Conspiracy.
Conspiracy. C-O-N-S-P-I-R-A-C-Y. Conspiracy.
Correct. Your word is chimpanzee. The chimpanzee shows inventiveness in making and using tools. Chimpanzee.
Chimpanzee. C-H-I-M-P-A-N-Z-E-E. Chimpanzee.
Correct. Your word is paralysis. A sort of paralysis overcame the frightened child. Paralysis.
Paralysis. P-O-R-A-L-I-S-I-S. Paralysis.
Incorrect. Your word is boisterously. The students reacted boisterously when their teacher announced that recess would be inside that day. Boisterously.
Boisterously. B-O-Y-S-T-E-R-O-U-S-L-Y.
Incorrect. We will now begin round 3. Your word is tribulations. Victor hoped he would never have to experience the tribulations that come from living in a war zone. Tribulations.
Tribulations. T-R-I-B-U-L-A-T-I-O-N-S. Tribulations.
Correct. Your word is incessant. Incessant changes in other parts of the restless country seem to bypass the inhabitants of Sleepy Hollow. Incessant.
Incessant. I-N-C-E-S-S-A-N-T. Incessant.
Correct. Your word is truculently. The Queen laughed truculently after ordering that the prisoner be sentenced to death. Truculently.
Truculently. T-R-U-C-U-L-E-N-T-L-Y. Truculently.
Correct. We are are now in round 4. Ricochet. Albert and Tyler carefully counted each ricochet in the stone skipping contest. Ricochet.
Ricochet. I. R-I-C-H-O. Yeah, I spelled it wrong.
Thank you. Your word is Methuselah. Lori's beloved great-grandmother was a Methuselah who remained spry well into her 90s. Methuselah.
Methuselah. Capital M, lowercase e, T-H-U-S-E-L-A-H. Methuselah.
Correct. Your word is entrepreneurs. The entrepreneurs couldn't decide which building they should rent for their business venture. Entrepreneurs.
Entrepreneurs. E-N-T-R-E-P-R-E-N-E-U-R-S. Entrepreneurs.
Correct. Round 5. Anecdote. The speaker's presentation ended with a touching anecdote. Anecdote.
Anecdote. A-N-E-C-D-O-T-E. Anecdote.
Correct. Your word is dragoons. Bradley enjoyed watching the reenactment of the dragoons seizing a Highland castle. Dragoons.
Dragoons. D-R-A-G-O-O-N-S. Dragoons.
Correct. Round 6. Your word is mandible. Most insects use the mandible for crushing their food. Mandible.
Mandible. M-A-N-D-I-B-L-E. Mandible.
Correct. Your word is taxidermy. Georgette found taxidermy to be an odd practice, but recognized that to be done well, it required a lot of skill. Taxidermy.
Taxidermy. T-A-X-I-D-E-R-M-Y. Taxidermy.
Correct. Round 7. Your word is propaganda. In 1941, President Roosevelt warned that the democratic way of life was being assailed by secret spreading of poisonous propaganda. Propaganda.
Propaganda. P-R-O-P-A-G-A-N-D-A. Propaganda.
Correct. Your word is conundrum. As a mayoral candidate, Mr. Michaels spent weeks deliberating over the conundrum of how to balance the city's budget while also maintaining its services. Conundrum.
Conundrum. C-O-N-U-N-D-R-U-M. Conundrum.
Correct. Round 8. Your word is facilitate. Carrie hopes that her guidance counselor will facilitate her college search process. Facilitate.
Facilitate. Facilitate. Facilitate.
Incorrect.
I didn't hear any at the
I
end.
didn't hear that. I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear any
I
at the
didn't hear
end.
the at the
Did
end.
you? I did not.
No, I didn't hear it.
Two before it's correct.
She has to finish this round and then
Your word is massacres. Under Attila, the Huns of the 5th century were responsible for many massacres. Massacres.
Massacres. Massacres. Massacres.
Correct. Stay where you're at. Your word is parenthetical. Harriet's teacher told her she needs to have at least 3 parenthetical statements in her essay to demonstrate their proper use. Parenthetical.
Parenthetical. Parenthetical. Parenthetical.
Correct, and congratulations.
Thank you.
For a job well done. We also want to thank Dana Hoffman and the Reading Eagle Company for their sponsorship of the program.